this is the starting of vanilla sprinkles. Today we're making scrumptious delicious brownies. So I have half a cup of flour, plain flour, a quarter of a teaspoon of salt, a quarter of a teaspoon of baking powder. I have a full cup of sugar because that makes it really sweet. I have a third of a cup of cocoa powder. I have a half a cup of oil, it's just vegetable oil, 2 eggs, and as many chocolate chips as you like. I have both milk and white today because I felt like doing both. But you could also put dark or marshmallows or mini M&Ms, so it's up to you really. Right, so the first thing you're going to do is mix your dry ingredients together. So, but I wouldn't include your chocolate chips yet, leave it till last. So I've got a bowl here, I'm going to add my sugar. Make sure you get it all in there. Wait, I have a spatula. Actually, haha, big spatula. Right, so get all that sugar in there. Don't want to miss out on any sugar. Otherwise, why would you eat it? Okay, so got the flour and the baking powder and the salt going in. Now there isn't much flour in this brownie recipe. I think it's so it makes it more fudgy, but I really like a fudgy brownie, so why not? Alrighty, adding the cocoa powder. Lots of cocoa powder makes it really chocolatey. Also, it's good to use a good quality one. It makes it taste better. Also, it's extremely hard to get out the bowl, but that's okay. We'll live. There isn't that much left in there. Okay, so I'm just gonna lightly mix this in, just so that you all the flour's gone chocolatey and there's no big lumps of sugar, because I get my sugar in such a big amount that it ends up really lumpy. So you could probably sieve this together, but you'll get to know that I don't like sieving. I really can't be bothered with sieves. So I'm just gonna try and get some of these sugar lumps out, because I like sugar, but just, you know, spread out equally, not in huge lumps. Okay, so that'll do for now. We'll get the rest of the lumps out once we've had our wet ingredients. So I'm going to put this up to the side, and I'm going to bring in my awesome jug that I really love. It's like amazing. It's so pretty. Right, so to the jug, I'm going to add the 2 eggs. Shell in it? Nope. Ew, I'm covered in egg. I don't like the feeling of egg. And I've got my third of a cup of oil. Was it? No, half a cup of oil. See, I can't get my measurements right. Should have to work on it. That's okay. So, that's all in there. I'm using the same spatula from before. Now, I didn't say this before because it was too tricky to put in the ingredient bit, but I'm just going to put a splash of vanilla. Everything in the whole entire world needs vanilla in it, because vanilla is amazing, and it's my favourite. So, I don't think that's going to whisk very well. Give this a whisk to break the eggs up a bit, because it'll make it a lot easier. Ew, I'm getting everywhere. Good job, Lauren. So, it looks kind of gross because the oil sits on the top really and doesn't mix very well with the eggs, but that's okay. It should be just fine, and it makes a really, really good brownie. This recipe I love because it's so simple and so easy. You don't have to add butter, so you don't have butter at room temperature. The eggs can be freezing cold from the fridge. It doesn't make any difference. So, I'll bring in my dry ingredients, and now I'm just going to add them together. See? So simple. Scrape down my jug. Like making sure you don't miss out on anything, because you don't want a tough brownie. You need all the liquid in there. Right. There's so many different types of brownie, and so many people like it different ways, but I think the most common way people like brownie is fudgy, which is my favourite. Most of the time so I'm just mixing it together now, slowly making sure it all incorporated and not all over the bench. That's okay. Mess is always good in the kitchen. So keep mixing and mixing. Now, I've never over-mixed this, I don't think, so it should be fine. Just keep going until you feel like it's fully mixed. Right, time for the best part, the chocolate chips. So I've got, like I said, white and milk because I felt like both, and white is just as good as milk. So I'm not sure how much that was. To me, it was a good sprinkle. Actually, it was probably about a good 2 handfuls, but the more chocolate chips, the better the brownie. So you could even put like marshmallows in it and make it like a small brownie. Oh, with graham crackers and stuff in it. So I think that's actually all mixed. Should we give it a taste? Chocolate chip. Should leave that in the bottle. That's so good. Right. So I'm gonna put that to the side for a second. I have greased an 8x8 inch pan, and I've also lined it with baking powder so it stays, so it doesn't stick. Because it's so annoying when something sticks to your thing and it gets all ruined. So I'm gonna, you know, pour it in. Actually more of a gloop in, to be honest. See? Gloop. But I'm telling you, this is the best brownie. Well, it's my best brownie. It's so simple and so... Right, so basically, while I was gone, the brownie itself has flattened itself. But if it hadn't, you can just use a spatula or an offset one. This is my favourite thing in the world. And just like make sure it's gone all the way to the edges. So you have a nice even brownie. And once you've done that, you can put it into a preheated oven at 180 degrees and cook for 25 to 30 minutes. But I usually cook mine for 25 because I like it really veggie. So I guess I'll just put this in the oven and we'll see in 25 minutes if we have brownie. There you can see the brownie cooking in the oven. So it's at 10:52, so in 24 minutes hopefully it'll be cooked and we'll have a really yummy delicious fudgy brownie, which you can have for morning too. Well, actually it'll be more like lunch by the time it's cooked, but oh well. Can't wait. See you soon. Alrighty, so our brownie's just come out the oven. Smells amazing. Now I usually just give it a little press. It usually does crack a bit when you press it down, and then when it comes out, it does come out with a little bit still on it, because of course you want it to be fudgy during it. But I think I'm going to go with it. Now, I'm pretty sure it looks a bit flimsy, so I think I'm going to leave it in the tentacle and then take it out. So, this will be the end of the video, because I can't wait to film the last bit. So, thank you for watching, if I ever do post. And I hope you enjoyed my brownie recipe. I'd love to see if you make it. And yeah. Have fun baking.